Spider 1000 MTG, and yes, people, I'm finally giving y'all some new content. We're gonna get off of 7 days for a while. I want to say for a while, but we're gonna get off 7 days, and I'm gonna bring in something new. I love survival games, I love RPG games, I love retro old school classic games that I grew up, that's great to my heart. But this one today, we're on Ark. We about to go in on this today, yo. This is the first episode of my Ark playthrough. I'm going to show you how to get it done on the island. What else I'm going to show you? I'm going to show you the best places to start your bases. We're going to build bases. We're going to tame dinos. We're going to survive in this harsh environment. I'm going to have to give a straight up shout out to a guy who really taught me a lot. He's a UK brother. He has a lot of playthroughs. I suggest go on YouTube, check him out. His name is Nooblit, and he taught me so much about this game, how to tame certain dinosaurs and do it legitly. You don't have to do command console codes to do it. You can change the settings of the game to your personal favorite. This is why I like this game so much, is because you can change these personal settings to fit your playing style. If you don't want the default settings of a regular server, you can change them. If you don't want to be out there taming a high-level dino for periods of time, you can change the settings to fit your playing style. You can grade it. Most people say that's cheating, but truth be told, this is one of the games you actually play the game how you want to be played, how you want to play. You can do a little harder challenges, stuff like that. But I'm gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna build a new thing. I'm gonna destroy my old game, and we're gonna do a new one build today. This is my first Ark playthrough, so I need you to check out my YouTube, check out my 7 Days to Die playthrough. I'm still putting up stuff for that. I want y'all to be up on game. I know that you want me to be your source of entertainment, and I do want to be your source of entertainment. The Spider 1000 MTG aims to please. So hit that, smash that subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. Let my name be a household name, because I want to be your source of entertainment. So this might be a little bit longer today. I might start off with hopefully a 45-minute to an hour video for my Ark playthrough. But I gotta go over some things. This is the first playthrough, so let's get started. Now, with Ark, the reason why I like Ark is because of the fact that it's a survival game. That's one, you can tame. You can tame some animals, dinosaurs. Also, I'm not sorry. Also, you can the actual gameplay of this, certain environments you have, which also dictates your gameplay, which I do like. Now, the one that we're going to, which is called the island, is kind of like a simple but basic, not basic, but if you was on a tropical island and you have different biomes as different biomes and different animals going to be in certain areas. Then I'm going to do a playthrough of Scorched Earth, which is a desert biome. And that, I'm going to do that one too. So that's going to be like Season 2 is Scorched Earth. But I'm going to have a different character, a female character. Then I'm going to do Aberration. And Aberration is a subterranean kind of atmosphere where you're underground. and you have to do the same thing, survive the environment, and then you have a radiated round. But I'll discuss those kind of environments that might have those different environments that plays affecting your survival. Then you got Extinction, which is another DLC, kind of like Season 4. And that's going to be a female. I'm going to do Extinction with that. I haven't saw too much because it just recently came out, like a month or two ago, like the beginning of this year. So I'm not really going to get into that yet. Then we got Ragnarok and Sinner. I'm just probably going to skip to Ragnarok because all the Sinner is Ragnarok is a bigger map of the same map of Sinner. So I'm probably just going to skip over the Sinner and go to Ragnarok. And that's probably going to be another female. And then we're going to do Island Aberration Mel. I'm going to explain to you in this thing your progression, because in most of these survival games, progression is key in these games. It's not really a particular deadline or timeline like how every 7 days a Horde Night come. But it's really about grinding and progression in Ark. So we're going to do something local. I'm not going to do PvE servers. I'm probably start my own, or a PvP, because you have to understand the reason why I don't prefer PvP, which is player versus player, is because there's a lot of politics that play a part in that, and you don't want to go out one day and then you piss somebody off and then they're raiding your bases and destroying your resources, killing your dinos, making it so that you have to basically start all over again. That would really pay me off. So that's why I really don't play PvP. Some people find it fun and enjoyable, but it's a lot of politics to be able to play in PvP. It's also a little bit of politics in PvE, which is player versus environment, but it still can be PvP if depending on the server, if they allow wars to happen. And if they allow wars to happen, that means that you're going from PvE to PvP real quick, but you're still in a PvE environment where it's player versus environment. In most things, case and scenario, you can be jerks in that one and cut you off of resources, build certain pillars that you can't build in certain places, even though your base is not there, which hinders other people from expanding. The map is already, and depending on if you're going on somebody else's server or if you start your own, knowing certain locations where you can build and where you can't build also plays a part. Alright, so what is this? Delete all dedicated server data. And that's delete all single player data. We're gonna delete that. We're gonna delete dedicated server. Okay. Also with PvE, it's a lot of politics in that too. So, but you more likely will be able to start a PvE and be able to build yourself up. Excuse me. But you also have to take consideration that certain places where you're trying to harvest tame dinosaurs, harvest food and stuff like that. It's going to be limited to the number of people in the area. And depending on if you start your own server, if you go into somebody else's server, 9 out of 10, if they have a big server, and a lot of people on it, most of the good PvE and PvP locations to start your bases are probably already occupied by other factions. So if you want to, you can go on somebody else's server. Just be aware of that situation. So you're gonna have to take wherever you can get. But if you start your own server, keep in mind that you can get first dibs on popular things before your server grows. Locations. Now, since I deleted that, we're going to the island. There's a whole bunch of information right here that we have between difficult settings and everything else. God, I gotta remember his name. I gotta get another shout out to another guy who gave me some general single player settings. It's my man with the floof. He also does a YouTube. I have to get his name. I will probably post it at the end of this as commentary with the links with the console command codes, the command console codes, information about. Really, you can go to the ARC Wikipedia, Gamepedia. And it gives you information about the animals that you can tame and information about structures and stuff like that. I'm going to do my best that I can to give you some information when I'm starting playing. But as I said before, this reason why this game is good is because you can set up your single player settings and your settings of your actual world here between general and advanced. And you want to be able to play how you want. That's the biggest thing. Play how you want. If you want tames to be a lot quicker, then put the taming speed up to that, and it's pretty much quicker. It doesn't really break the game. As I said, go to I get the name of the YouTuber. I know he has the flute in his, but he made an excellent video on single player settings that doesn't break. But I added a little bit of my stuff that I like on here onto this. So to each his own. I try not to make it so that it would break the actual gameplay, but we'll go through that through the single player settings. As I said, you build it as your own. Some of this stuff is very self-explanatory. What I would suggest, if you have any questions, just hit me down in my comment box. I will definitely get back to you and give you my best explanation that I can about certain things. Alright. So let's get started. I'm doing a console Xbox version, so this is my first episode of the island, and that's a playthrough. So let's start. So first thing this game is going to do at this present point in time, first it has to download the information Dino Spawn supply drops, the island map itself. It's going through all that information and uploading it. So this way everything is set up when you get there. Now, the first thing that is going to suggest that you do is make a character. Generally, I have preset a character to be made. and that's spider. Click on that, and we're gonna upload that. So that's my character. But generally, you can change the stats of that anywhere in here, of like the height, how the everything is. Only reason why I really don't care about the console version is because of the fact that they don't give you a lot of details to be able to change his face. Every one of them is very unisex and very like streamlined the way they are. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is put a name for my character because they're gonna keep it as human, and I don't want that. So we're gonna name this character Spider. So we got the Spider Tribe. Also, when I tame certain dinosaurs, if you want to name them and you're a follower on my Twitch channel at Spider1000MTG at Twitch, you can leave a comment there, message, whisper me there, or leave. I would suggest you just put a comment in there saying that that you're a Twitch follower. You don't have to subscribe to me, be a Twitch follower, and you can name a dinosaur to yourself that I've tamed or that you like to tame. Now, generally, when you first start out, you wanna, because you ain't gonna have anything, and I'll show you that. But you also wanna not take a too difficult zone, which means that the zone that you're gonna spawn in is where you start out at. You also want to make sure that you're not in a very difficult zone where it's a lot of carnivores or stuff that are poisonous and stuff that can really generally do harm to you. You want to be able to get yourself a decent base, have somewhat of carnivores around you, but not ones that can kill you, but that you can't easily kill. The more different places in the map depends on the difficulty where you want to start. Now, if you start around here in the middle, the medium, it's saying that there are probably significant carnivores that will be hard to tame at this level, at the beginning level where you're at. But in the survivability there, you will be able to collect resources, but it would be hard because of the potential threats around you. And you probably wouldn't want to start there because of the fact of being the difficulty level of each of these areas. But they're saying they're middle areas or medium areas, so that it's going to be a decent amount of carnivores that can possibly kill you from starting out, and other stuff that can kill you. But it's more or less a challenge. Then you got the hard zones where it's a lot more difficult, but it is survival. If you like a challenge and you want to start out there, you can. Just keep in mind that the range or area that you go depends on the dinosaurs that you're there. So more likely, if you're going to the hard zone, you're going to see a lot of stuff like really big dinosaurs or a lot of poisonous dinosaurs and really high level dinosaurs where you can still farm resources, but the problem that you're going to have is that there's going to be a lot of dinosaurs that can possibly won't let you set up a decent enough base to actually be able to combat them at an early game. So what I would suggest most people start in the easy zones. Now, I generally like starting around South Zone 1 easy area because it's right next to a river, right next to a water supply. Most of this is by water supplies. This is closer to Herbivore Island. that little dot in the corner, well, right above 50. That's where Herbivore Island is. But we're gonna start. I generally like to get some of my powerful and best farming dinosaurs there, but you should be able to find them in this area too. So let's get started and start our Ark adventure. So you wake up on the South Island. I haven't did this in a while. You got this little gem in your arm. Alright, now the first thing we do, we need to assess the area that we're at, but we also need to collect resources. So the first thing you need to do is get some stone. Collect some stone. Now you see that I leveled up. This is based upon how I spec the world today. Then you want to punch these dead woods to get some thatch and wood, because you're going to need it. You need to get thatch and you need to get wood. Again, one piece. Alright, 2 pieces of wood. And first we're going to spec into HP. HP guarantees your survivability. Now we got these little things called Engrams, and these are things that you can create and learn. That you can create and learn throughout your game. So first thing we're gonna want to learn is a hatchet. We want to learn a campfire, but you also want to learn a spear. So you only can learn one. I would suggest learning a spear because you're gonna need stuff to defend yourself. So that's the first thing that we do. We have 2 points left. We can't buy anything. So next thing you need to do, we want to make a pickaxe. So craft a pickaxe. And collect some more. Okay, there's a trike. Alright, now we created that pickaxe. First thing we need to do is get some flint because we need to make a hatchet. So first thing we need to do is get some thatch. Look how much more that we're collecting now that we got a tool. Now, is this a rock I can break? No, I gotta pick that up. So you can't pick that up while you're holding it, so you have to do this. We need to find ourselves a decent rock to break down. Like one of those. That's a trike. That's a good trike. Okay. Now you want to get up here and break that and get some flint, because we need flint to make our axe. And we got a little surprise in here. We got some metal. Now that we got that up, next thing you want to do is put a little things to got 2 points now. You want to put points to our weight, and we have to put points to weight, and I was saying health. I'm moving to me now. Let me explain a little something about these stats, and I'll get to that in a minute. These stats right here, the health lets you know how much damage you can take. The stamina lets you know how much work you can do, or how fast you, not how fast you can run, but how long you can run. Oxygen plays pertaining when you're in water. How long can you hold your breath underwater? Food is how hungry you are. When it gets down to 0, you're starving, or you're starving. Same thing with water. You're dehydrated if it goes down to 0, but how much moisture, water in you you hold. Now, the more you run, the more you consume up your water. Weight, how much you can carry. If you go to a certain point, you get encumbered and you can't move. Melee damage is how much damage you do to physical objects, as in dinos, and a percentage of what that damage does. Same thing with movement speed is how fast you can run. Crafting skill percentage basically works on Engrams you find in these drop boxes, and I'll show you a drop box when it happens. But you get certain Engrams that have different qualities. Same thing how in 7 Days to Die you have different qualities, as orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. So keep that in mind. They do have different quality statures in this game too as well. It's called Journeyman. Different error. Oh, that's not good. Okay. That's our first carnivore that we saw, but we have to keep moving because right now we want to make a hatchet. Stay away from that for right now until we build up ourselves a little bit to be able to take that on. Now be careful in these waters. I need to cross over because piranhas can be in them, but I need to cross over the side of rivers. So you want to get in and get out quickly as possible. Alright, so we're on the other side. We're gonna go back over there, but there's another dillo. You want to stay away from those right now because they can spit this kind of corrosive stuff in your eye that blinds you. And okay, so we don't want to deal with that right now. Right now, I'm finding a place to store my base. I generally like to start on this hill over here, around this rock, big rock formation right here. It's very shaded, got a lot of trees. It's good. Next thing we're gonna do is first we need to get points to a campfire. How many other points do we need? I really want to put points into a sleeping bag because that's more important when you're dying. Expect to die a lot in this kind of game because let's just get all the pulls right there. Expect to die a lot in this game because of the fact that right now you have no food and nothing really else going for you, so we gotta collect resources. So now as you see right now, I'm collecting berries, and I explained those are good starting out food sources. So you wanna eat some of these because my food is going down until I make my campfire and get some food going. So we eat some of that. But we want to craft some clothes because we don't want to walk around here butt naked, just in our underwear. So we're going to craft a shirt. We're going to craft that. Oh, and I forgot your fortitude. Your fortitude helps you manage your temperature between hot and cold, and how much torpidity that your body can take, which means tranquilizing poison that certain animals have, or how many narco berries you can eat. So keep that in mind. Fortitude more or less plays with the temperature that you can withstand and your body withstand in your torpidity, or they call it torpor. So we're gonna put more points into actually weight this time because I need to hold some more things. Now we're going to start putting points into stuff to build a home right now. Okay, so we're gonna put these clothes on. So I got some decent clothes on. Now the first thing we need to do is get more of this stuff up, and we need to collect more rocks, and we need to make some spears so we can go hunting for meat. And I need to get some thatch. When you use your pickaxe on a tree, you get more thatch. If you use your hatchet, you get more wood than thatch. Same thing goes when you want more hide off an animal, use your hatchet. If you want more meat off an animal, use your pickaxe. So we take this off. Alright, let's see. Do I want it actually? I probably want it here. So this area is kind of flat, so you definitely want it probably somewhere close to here. So and the same thing goes with the pickaxe. You get more flint when you do your pickaxe, but you get, I think, more stone when you use your hatchet on a big rock like that. So first thing we want to do is build some foundations. How many foundations we can make? We can make 5. Let's see, 2, 2, and 2. Yeah, let's make all 5. And the more you see that you level when you do certain things, like, also keep in mind your crafting skills. As I said, when it comes to certain engrams, like specialized engrams that might be different quality, you make you get stronger results, more or less. So if it's like, says that it's 150 quality that you learn from the engram, the crafting skills allows you to enhance that and make it probably 155 or 160. But that plays, you really don't put any points into this until either you can more later in the game where you get enough engrams, or late in the game after you do mind wiping, you respect your character. So let's put some more points into weight. Now we want ceiling, we want a thatch wall, we want a door. Next, you're gonna get storage. Don't worry, we're working our way down here, but you want to put some storage so you can store the stuff that you're finding. And you want to put get yourself a slingshot, mortar and pestle, and I explain all this stuff as we go. You want to pick up some more berries, some more fibers, clear off this area a little bit. You want to keep doing this. Now that I got my foundations and my foundations, I have to put it on my high bar so I can place it down. Okay, this seems like a nice place. I generally start here anyway. So let's put some of the stuff. I'm starting to get close of. If you look at those sidebars, gives you a little bit indication on how much stuff you're holding. So I had 30 pounds on me, which was ridiculously a lot. We're going to place down some of these foundations in this area. Plus, I like the feature that they add on that you can pick up stuff that drops, so you don't have to make. So we got some foundations down. Now we're going to put that down, and we're going to put this campfire down. And that's how we're going to cook our meat once we get my hut built. You should be able to survive off of berries just for a bit. I would suggest getting foundation down, get some weapons made. Go get you some more thatch. I don't want to break that tree down for thatch. I want to break this one down. Get you some more thatch. Take your hatchet out. Get you some wood. And now that's in my hot bar, I can just mix another one how I feel. And I put that down. So now look at it. I got a 2x3 area. 6 foundations. Now the first thing that we want to do is level up, because we're in the beginning point of the game where levels are critical. I want to put some to my health. So I want to put points to storage and a hat, because it's going to play more part into the next gear that we get. Certain things you can't get without certain gear. So, oh, there's a drop. Let's see, can I make me some storage now so I can put some of this stuff so I don't be that heavy? Oh, we got enough to make some spears. So we're gonna make some spears. We're gonna make some spears. And we're gonna make storage so I can defend myself before I go out venturing. So put that on my hot dog so I can defend myself. I'm gonna put this down so we can put some of this other stuff that's weighing me down. Usually I have a wall here, so we'll put that there just for now. And we're gonna leave that on. These narco berries help us make tranquilizers later. Don't need the white berries yet. Put the metal in because we don't have a smith. And we put some of the thatch in here. Break down in the half. And the rocks, we need to get that off. That takes up a lot of weight. Okay. That should be good enough. Now we're going to get this airdrop, and the reason why I said you get airdrops as much as possible, as quickly as possible. Certain ones will help you get you over the hump because they'll give you certain items that you need. Hopefully I'm a strong enough level, that high enough level I can get it. But I think the white ones generally, anything but less the 15. Move quickly as possible because, as I said, piranhas are in this water. And they will group up and try to kill you. So keep that in mind. Now I have a spear, I can protect myself against that dillo. But if you stay a little farther away from it and you won't aggro it, you'll be okay. But in this case, oh, look at that. Now I don't have to make certain clothes because this drop was able to provide me with good clothes. So I don't have to make shoes. I don't have to make gloves, or I don't have to make a hat. Now I have a little bit of armor on me. Now I gotta go finish off my base. And feel sorry for that fish. Keep an eye out for those birds. Like if you have meat and stuff on you, it will attack you and take your food. So keep that in mind when you're looking. Let me go put points. You want to put points into weight yet again. You want to be able to carry as much as possible. Let me get some more thatch. Keep in mind, keep an eye on that dillo. You don't want to aggro it, at least not yet. Let me get some of that and some wood. Get some more fiber. Okay, keep on my weight. I'm not going to chop any more down. There's a pterodon, which should be your first flying dinosaur. They're pretty much meat eaters. They're friendly. I wouldn't suggest taming one until you're able to make it saddle. Once you make it saddle, you can tame it and fly around. Also, you have to be careful with that because you have to spec its points just the way you spec yours, like to weight, melee damage, how much damage it does, how much meat it harvests from dead animals. But I get into that when I tame some dinosaurs. Okay. Alright, so we got that up and running. Now we have to make some. I need to craft some walls. How many walls I can craft? 14, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need about 20. So first we're gonna make some walls. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna make a whole bunch of thatch walls. Cause your base should start off with some thatch. Start out. And then after I start and finish making my house, then we're gonna go out and hunt some meat. Get some hide, make a bed. Yes, a bed or a sleeping pouch, so in case I die. So while I'm still preparing, I'm gonna start putting my walls in. So when night comes, I'm pretty much protected from dinos. I could just made it one high, but I'm claustrophobic, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have enough to make? Okay, we'll make one of those. I gotta get more resources. So we're gonna get more fiber. We're gonna get more wood. Alright, let me level up. Sorry. Bring up my menu. And we're going to level up HP. Sorry. Generally the slope thatch right wall is and roof settings are really more or less for decorational purposes. I don't usually get them this early in the game. It's more a late game thing. But we definitely want to more mortar and pestle. We want narcotics. And we want... What I want to club. Spy Guys is really later in the game. Paintbrush is later. I say points for a bet. And we're going to take that off, and we're going to get some more resources. Get more fiber. Get more berries. Then we're going to hunt. And get some more. We're gonna hunt and get some more stuff. So we're gonna make one doorway. Make one doorway and door in way. Put that here. Put a door in. Now we just gotta put a little bit of ceilings in. How many I can make? Just one. Make me my one. So we're actually doing pretty well for ourselves. We're progressing. We're making a little hut so we can survive in. I'm gonna put points to a bed because that's more important than anything. And I want a bowler. So we're gonna put this where the door was at. So let's put our first ceiling up. Okay. Look at that. Our little hut is coming together. So now I gotta get more resources to make more. Ooh, a turtle. Let's put my ceilings up. I was gonna make one more and then my house is done. My little hut. What do I need? I need more thatch. Close that up. I'm gonna eventually turn that into wood or stone. And that's where we have our first break. If you have the resources in your pool, you should be able to repair it. Like so. And let's make one more. So we're gonna put that in, and now our house is complete. Now let's see what else I can make, because I need to make some things. Maybe I can make. Let's make two of those. So I'm gonna make 2 more storage boxes because storage is very limited, and it's gonna. Down, line this up a little bit. Put that down and line this up a little bit. Put that down. Okay. Now let's put some of this wood in here. Take off some of the weight on me, but then I gotta get meat to put in, stuff to cook. So we're gonna work on that next. Let's take some of this weight off of me. So I'm gonna go get some more. put my narco berries in. And certain seeds you should be saving, like that one, the narco berries. Well, actually, all the seeds you should be saving. But when we do farming, I'll let you know why. And we're gonna put this up. Also, these skins, let's put this on this. Make my hat look better than what it is. Oh, right, we're looking good. Now we need to go get some food and probably work on taming our first dino and making our bed. We're doing pretty well. Let's do movement speed. Oh, I can learn a bow. I can get up to wood now. But first we're gonna learn a slingshot. So we're gonna learn spark powder, slingshot. The Pheonoma is a good dinosaur to start out with, but it's really meant for farming. I'm not really too ready for that. We're gonna get a club and we're gonna get stone arrows, because the club is gonna play more into effect of what I need to do. So I got a spear. I need to go kill me a small animal. Now generally, we're gonna start with dodos and we're gonna start with other small animals. Dillos, you can do dillos as well. You just have to be aware of their spitting acid that they spit in your eyes. There's a dillo over here. Was over here, I think. But you also want to be careful of the level. There's two dillos over there. Ooh. Free food. You can throw that in the flame and make some cooked fish. Which I'm about to do. So I'm gonna make me a little bit of food. I found free food. Ain't that special. So on the first day we got our hut done. We got some storage. I need to make a bed. But we're actually moving pretty well. Throw this fish in here. Light it up. Give me some cooked fish. So this is looking pretty good. So I think that's why I'm gonna end this first episode. We got ourselves a hut. I explained some Engrams to you, what you should be getting. Your first set of Engrams. This plays an important part in different parts of the game, but I'll explain that later, the reason why I didn't get this yet. But generally you should be getting a water skin. Slingshot, you need it. But next episode we're going to do some hunting. So definitely thank y'all for coming out on my first ARK episode. Stay tuned for part 2, where I'm gonna show you how to hunt a little bit. We're gonna make some more things, and I'm gonna show you what you should be progressing to at this present point in time. So peace, and love y'all. And make sure you smash that like and subscribe. You know I love them likes. Subscribe. And make sure that you hit them bell, ring that bell for notifications when I upload. Check me out on my Twitch channel, Spider1000MTG. Even my social media, same handle of Twitter and Instagram. And thank you and peace. He came down here, I don't know.
Nazir! Did you eat lunch? In here! Down here. Did you eat lunch?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah!
Alright.
Ow. What type of chicken?
Chips. Excuse me.
What's up everybody? It's your boy Spider1000MTG, and this is episode 2 of my art playthrough of Xbox One playthrough of art. Last episode on art, we built ourselves a hut, we built some weapons, we fished, well we found some fish on the beach, and we took it back to our hut to eat, to cook up. We made some storage, and we're gonna do a little more hunting and getting more resources. So I made myself some, oh, a turtle. We made ourselves some food. Also keep in mind, when you do have food, it spoils. But besides that, if you haven't checked out episode 1, you ain't up on game. Spider1000MTG is purely about the game play. And then you ain't up on game if you ain't cop episode 1 of my art playthrough, The Island Season 1. And you need to be definitely up on game, because I know that you know that I know that you want to make my name Spider1000MTG a household name as much as I want to be your source of entertainment. So ring that bell, know when I upload, hit that like, follow, subscribe, comment, share. Check me out on my Twitch at Spider1000MTG, and hit me up on my Instagram and my Twitter. So right now we about to do a little hunting. And and I need to get some hide so I can build some other things. Now the first thing you need to do is build a tame a dillo, which I'm going to do in a little bit. There's a lot of dillos over here. So we're gonna look for doodles right now. Doodles are generally simple and easy, little small birds that are easy to kill, have plenty high. If you get enough of them and breed them, they have eggs that are pretty good for eating, which also can be a food source, and you can use to make kibble when that comes later down the line. So keep an eye on your surroundings. So here's a little dodo crew. That's a 20 mil. What's that weaker? Alright, level 5. So we attack this one. And we want to hide. As I said, remember using the axe on these things give you more hide. Use a pickaxe, give you more meat. I'm going in that water. You might get chunked up by piranhas. So I take out this. There's a spinal down there. Want to stay away from those spinals. And it looks like there's a shark down there too. Alright. Kill this Dillo. Cause I don't want him stealing my kill. Watch out, he's spitting. Stay away from that spino. I need eyes. Now you really don't want to mess with that spino. It's probably not a high level, but it still can do a lot of damage. But I want that high from my kill. So keep an eye out on it. I don't know where the hell I down. Oh, it's moving closer to me. Don't want to aggro it. Ice going in the water. Okay. It's not right here. Oh, I can't find that damn dodo. Oh, there it is. Alright, we've got some hide now. Next thing we want to do is possibly build... Don't want that. I need thatch. We want to build a bed. Now, the difference between a high sleeping bag and a bed is that a high sleeping bag breaks down after you respawn on it. The bed doesn't, but it has a cool down time. I need more. that in mind when you're building those. So we put points to that, put points to speed. I don't want to spec anything now. I want to see if I have enough for a bed. So craft me a bed. $20 total sausage rice over here. Take this, kill him, kill the low level ones because it's probably going to spawn higher level ones. Plus we're getting meat. Okay, so how many of these I can make? Make 6. One. Make 3. Now that we're cooking now, we're really cooking. Yeah. I'm surviving pretty well. I'm making bolas to immobilize really small animals and small dinos. So we're cooking here. So I put my bolas here. Slingshot. We'll go here. Now, let's go tame me a Dillo. We're gonna do our first tame today. We gotta get started on progression. And taming a Dillo, a small Dillo, is good because that becomes your little meat hunter. It helps you. They can get meat for you and kill these little things so you don't have to. I'll keep you for later because you're high level. Okay, now keep in mind some of these Dillos run with 2 or 3 at a time, and beware of these birds because they will try to steal your stuff like meat and stuff as well. Hot bar. So let's see what level this is. We aggroed it. Oh, it's a level 70. It's pretty good. So we put that on. And what we're going to do is knock it out. Now I got my slingshot. You knock it off in the head. And we're going to try to knock it unconscious. Now he's running because he's afraid that he's going to get knocked out. But I'm not going to let him go. Well, I missed him. Now he can't move. We get the slingshot back out and we start pinging him in his head. Because we want to knock him out. Since I don't have nothing to trank him. Not yet. Alright, he's knocked out. Okay. Now this is the taming part. Most cases when you're taming dinosaurs, you want to KO them and feed them, and this is how you tame them. So that's why you see under his thing you see a male Dillo level 70, which is a really good level for starting out. Sometimes you might be able to get off with a 15. Keep in mind, the lower the level, that means that the lower the level means it's easier to knock them out. The higher the level, the harder it is. It takes more. Also, keep in mind, when taming a dinosaur, you don't want any other dinosaurs really around it. Because if this dino was out in the open and another dinosaur saw, especially another Dillo, they probably might attack it. And if they can, if they hit it a couple times, the effectiveness of being tamed goes down. Now you look at the stats. The cross stands for its health. The lightning bolt stands for stamina, and the ham bone, the hunger, and the little anvil right there represents its weight. You have an unconscious bar. That means how long this dinosaur will actually stay unconscious. Once it runs out, they'll wake back up. Put food into inventory to tame it. So you have to go into its inventory. I have to get a little closer. Like so. Now I'm in the Dillo's inventory. Now generally in most cases, scenario you want his food and taming. The best way to tame them is starving them. Because you want them to eat food. But when you got those narco berries, you put those in there, and that will bring up the torpor or the torpicity back up. And that is that purple bar that you see, the torpor. So these are carnivores, so they eat meat. He's getting kind of hungry. So let me feed him some food. He's tame. Okay. Another dinosaur came. Go ahead and grab that body for me. Okay. I'll take that. We don't need all that. Now, since he's on aggressive, he will attack my enemies for me. Now I want him to grab up that body. I need to level up. Alright, so I'm getting hungry, so let me eat some of that cooked fish I have to bring my hunger back up. Let me level up. Now, generally, you do want to put really nobody puts points into food and water. It just makes it longer for you to starve. But most cases, people just keep the food on them. Put my club on. Now, this is when the crafting skill percentage come into play. Now, if I made this particular thing and I have points to crafting skills, instead of it coming out of 37.1 armor rating, it might come out like 39 or 40 depending on how high my crafting skill is. This really doesn't work with speed. It really just works on the quality of how strong it's going to come out. So keep that in mind. So the first thing we're going to do here is put more points to that. And we're going to leave out the stats alone. Now we got to look at this Dillo, which is a 104. I got it at 70. My taming effectiveness was high because it did off the meat. Now the one thing I want to do is put points to health so this way is more durable. It lasts longer. So I want to do that first thing off the bat. Now it looks like it's bloody like it went and took a couple attacks. That's because the health of the dinosaur actually itself went up. So the blood and the scars that you see look like it was in a fight, but it really wasn't. It's just increasing the whole characteristic of its health. So it's eating a little meat even though it's not hungry. It's getting its health back. So that's a good thing. So I have something to help me get my hide, hunt meat. I want another one. I want another decent level one. These things give you nice stuff too, like pearls, oil, and chitin, which will help you make cement in later days. What level are you? 35. This is actually a pretty decent trike to start off with. Probably the island that I'm gonna head to soon will have better ones, higher level ones. But this is going to be a perfect one for me to start out because she's another farming dinosaur that you're going to need. So maybe that might be a female Dillo that's a high. I'll take a 50. And I'll tell this to stop following me right over here. While I check this Dillo out. Maybe she might be a female, level 50, 55. I'll take it because it's decent. She's a low level female. Let's bring her over to the other one. So I'm building up high. Gotta see what's down here. Cause sometimes other dinosaurs like Bayanox might be down here. Yeah. Come on. Want to see if any other dinosaurs are down here. Now, I know piranhas are down here, but this would be a decent place to start a base to a starter base. Because you have the water already down here. You can build on this part. Oh, we got ourselves our first raptor. Oh, let's see what level this thing is at. You really want to upgrade to these because they get more meat. And you boil that thing. 15. I have him take them out. And generally the dinosaurs around here are real low level, simple dinosaurs to get. Generally this is your first farmer that you should be trying to harvest because it's real easy to tame. You boil it, knock it out. Ooh, don't want to mess with him. Now he definitely steals stuff from you. That's your first farmer on berries and everything else. They take food from you. And he ate my food. Not nice food, not cool either. We'll find other dinosaurs around here too. I'm gonna see if I can find me another Dillo. These are all the small dinosaurs that you really might want to tame or kill. But they help you level up your dinosaurs. So keep that in mind. We don't want to park and try to get in these oceans because there's sharks and jellyfish and other stuff until you get your own water dino so that you can travel a lot efficiently. So you really don't want to, or at least get a raft. So no Dillos around here. Alright. Get some wood. I'm gonna head back to the base, cook some of this meat. Put this bed down. Tear it down. Love it. See a level. I think 48. Don't want to run too much. That drains out your stamina and it also drains out your water. All this water is drinkable too, so keep that in mind. It's not, even though it's like said it's supposed to be ocean, it's seawater, but this water is drinkable. Let's see. Okay. Where is my dino? Oh, here he comes. So leave a comment on what y'all want to name this Dylan. Oh crap! Oh, that's the route that I want. Fortunately, didn't know it was chilling up on my base. I just important right at this present point in time. So we want to put this stuff away. Put that away. And we're going to put a bed down because incidents like that do happen a lot if you're not paying attention. I didn't know. Most times raptors travel in packs. Please don't tell me my bed is on the other side. No, it's good. Okay. Let's put 20 meat in here because I'm going to have to put food. Cook that meat up. So he leveled up. Want to put something to weight. As I said, you want to make sure that... Oh, he got me some stuff. And he got my cooked fish back. He got me a medical brew. And some more of those, which is awesome. I'll keep those on there. And you want his stamina to come up. So I'm gonna put my hide away and my stuff away. Heat up the fish. So we want to put this in here because that's a medical brew that I can make potions of. So healing potions for me later. And we want to put this higher rating armor on. And we'll throw this one away. Then when we come back, we'll make some mortar and parcel. I'm we're gonna go check up the hill where there seems to be more carnals at. Fortunately, I wasn't able to tame that 80 raptor, which is way better than a Dillo. What we're going to do while we're waiting on that, let's see what stuff I can get. 29 points. I want that. I really don't want a Parasaur in this run, but I am going to start putting stuff to my wood stuff so I can upgrade this to wood maybe down the line. Put that meat in my bar. Put some more of that in there. Just waiting for this meat to cook up, and then we'll be out. Maybe trying to find another Dillo. I'm working on a way to actually tame my first herbivore, my first tournament animal, a trike. Even though a Parasaur is the first optional one, it's very easy to get. Excuse me. Very easy to get, but it's kind of less superior than a trike. Take that rotten meat out. We're just waiting for this 3 meat to cook up. Once we finish that, I'm gonna go check this one place out, and then after that we're going to call it it. Next time I'm gonna be working towards building this base up a little bit better. Putting mortar and pretzels in there. Trying to kind of advance the gameplay just a little bit, where we're gonna have some more Dillos on our squad. We're gonna have our first farming one animal on our side. We're gonna try to get ourselves up a little bit level, so this way we can go to Herbivore Island and get some more farmers to help me out, so I can move to the place I really like to build. Let's see what time it is. Starter out the main turtle. Must be a decent sized little female. No, it's not. Or a beehive. Protect yourself. Oh, that's a problem. And this is the first one. Get my stuff back. Get my stuff back and head back to my base. Come on. So I have to set up for this. Put some clothes back on. Okay, so it looks like it's 3 raptors right there. And that's the problem with raptors, they run in packs. Now the problem with this is I might want to catch them. He's running after that one. Come on. Let's go. Alright, so okay, so that didn't go as planned, but expect a lot of that to happen where you can possibly die in this game because you will die a lot. He probably leveled up. Give him some more health. And I leveled up, so I need to put points on me. You can put a little points in the melee damage, so this way you can do a little bit more damage, but I think that's about it. I'm gonna call it here. For episode 2, we tamed the Dillo. We're still waiting for some names to come in so y'all can name it. We're gonna try to get another Dillo, maybe a Raptor. Work our way towards getting our first trike, so we can start harvesting berries and stuff and moving forward. But we actually are moving pretty well. Sorry. So that will be it for tonight. It's your boy Spider 1000 saying peace and good night. Thank y'all for coming out and chilling with me.